Welcome to Coffee with Carey. I'm here to get you in fighting shape. I'm going to be your trainer here today with 7 tips. If you're thinking to yourself, I'm a little nervous to get out there, I haven't been out there in a while, or really just took a break and I don't know if I can go out there again and meet people, got a little checklist of things you might want to just click off these 7 things and know for sure that you are ready to get back out there and start dating again, or dating anew, dating for the first time. A little checklist for you today. Be your best dating self. That's what I had in mind, shall we? 7 tips. That's what's on the agenda. You want a bright white smile. I don't know why I'm talking about this so much lately, but I am not being paid by the American Dental Association, though I should be, or by the people who make my bleaching gel, although I should be. Certainly my dentist. I'm not going to dwell on this, but coffee, tea, red wine, change the color, tobacco, change the color of your teeth. You want yours white. I have a whole episode that I just did on having your mouth be impeccable for dating. If it's not up already, it will likely be my next episode. So make sure that you check that out if you have any concerns about your breath, your teeth, your gums, your health from here up that doesn't include your brain. Go check that out. I'll suffice to say, smile bright and draw people to you. Don't repel them. Number 2 has to do with wardrobe. I think having a dating uniform, a dating specific wardrobe, really takes all the mental strain and nervousness about is this right or that, or rushing last minute, which takes you out of the moment when you're actually on the date. As opposed to being excited about it, you're stressed about what you're going to wear and shoot, where's that shirt? And oh no, did the dog take that shoe? This doesn't fit the way I remembered. Having an actual dating uniform that you know what you're going to wear, you've tried it on, it's always ready to go, that you know this outfit makes you feel confident, makes you feel authentically yourself, portrays you on the outside the way that you feel on the inside. And it's something that's no muss, no fuss. You won't be messing around with it, adjusting pieces or parts or straps, whatever, pulling it down. It fits, and it fits you. That's the important part. Those of you who have other responsibilities besides yourself, meaning children, grandchildren, or parents, know that you have in place some means to have them taken care of so that you can freely go out with a clear mind to focus on getting to know another person, a possible partner, and you can leave all worries knowing that these persons or person is well taken care of by someone else with whom you've made arrangements ahead of time, have tried out before. So if it's a caretaker for a parent, a babysitter for children, don't wait until date night to meet this person for the first time so that you're worried all night long. Obviously, when you have this situation, you are allowed to have your cell phone face up, muted, but face up on the table throughout a date. In case of any emergencies, try not to pick it up or check it. Have it maybe where, like mine today, was just had a light going. They have it where it flashes so that you are made aware if there's a call coming in that's important. But that just takes another readiness factor off the plate because you know you're ready and you don't have to have a worry on the brain. You can have romance on the brain. Number 4, you are at a place where you feel pretty healthy, both physically and mentally. You know, it's the thing that most people say they want in a partner. Somebody who's in a good headspace, somebody who takes care of themselves. We've talked about this a lot as far as confidence and prioritizing your own physical health, fitness, and mental health. I guess, you know, what I really want to share here is that the less you have to worry about or think about, the less things that can put you in your own head for the wrong reasons. Clearing any of those away is always a positive because it frees up space for positive thoughts. And this falls into that category. Yeah, if somebody wants to get serious with you, they want to know that your health and fitness is a priority so they can have you around for a good long time. They don't want to partner up only to have somebody fall ill through fault of their own, right? Because they were not taking any measures to prevent that or to stay strong and fit. So you're not just doing it for the partner, you're doing it for yourself. And no matter who you're doing it for, both of you benefit down the road. Speaking of mental health, just also in a good place as far as having put any baggage behind you so that you can be present and not comparing to the last partner or still grieving over the last partner, so that you can meet this person on equal footing and be totally present for that. Nobody wants to hear about your ex. Nobody wants you still dealing with that, so much so that you bring that conversation to a first, heaven forbid, or second date. That conversation is for people who have earned the right to your personal details and your history, but that's not first or second date conversation. So have that dealt with, so you're not bringing that into initial dates with you. And also, as far as this good headspace, people are always asking me for somebody who is a lifelong learner, somebody who is interested in still exploring and trying new things. They don't want to get out there for the first time in a long time, but have somebody dragging them down, like perhaps the relationship that was stagnant that they have removed themselves from. So they want a very positive person who's, I think, curious would be the word I'm looking for, and willing to go try new things. Somebody, they say, who is passionate about something, but also somebody who's adventurous. And they don't mean somebody willing to jump out of airplanes or to climb Mount Everest. They mean somebody who's not stuck in their ways and is willing to go try new stuff. So if you can be in a good place to also be adventurous and have some things you're interested in, you're ahead of the game on that one. I love that quote that I had, when was the first time you did something for the first time? Keep that one in mind. In a great fighting shape to be out there. Have you cleared some space to make room for another human in your life? And I'm not necessarily speaking about physical space, although that is applicable as well. I remember one of my previous relationships, when he moved in, so did all his stuff, and my decorating went out the window. I was like, this really has to go in the living room? Who buys an orange guitar amp anyway? That's crazy. Orange is not one of my colors here. But I do mean in your being, having some space to include and allow in another person, not just their presence and their stuff, but also their ideas that aren't aligned with yours on everything. Their opinions, their values are going to always be a little different than yours, because they're a different person with different life experiences that got them there. There are going to be many things they do differently. Do you have the patience? Do you have the desire to accommodate all of that into your life? If you are dating ready and you are primed to start another relationship, you will have at least thought about this and done a little work to clear out some mental headspace to be accepting of a person who's totally and wholly different than you, and allow them into your life. And then you know me, so number 7 is about positivity. Even in best case scenarios of being strong and meeting great people, there are going to be people that you do not connect with. People who you are not right for, people who are not right for you, on a date with somebody where you both realize, you seem really cool, but this is not going to work for a romance between us. We're just too different. Or you're not attracted to them, they're not attracted to you. The type is wrong. No connection in the conversation, where you feel like you're talking to somebody who was raised in another planet. So there's so many of those circumstances where things don't work out. You need to have a good resilience, right, to be able to handle that and then get back out there with a great attitude. Everybody wants somebody who looks at things positively, who has a glass half full or 3/4 full type of an attitude, somebody who finds the good in situations and isn't always seeking out the negative. And I'm sure you've met somebody like that, who is just always finding the little nitpicky things to talk about, as opposed to choosing to look at things with their rose-colored glasses and see the reasons to be grateful and the positive things that they can choose to focus on and embrace that, as opposed to grabbing all those little negatives and letting them pile up there, so that there's a bitterness and a lack of generosity, or a lack of being able to be positive and loving to another person. Also, when you accept and love yourself, it becomes very clear to people who meet you that you are likely to be able to extend that to them as well. They feel that they will be accepted and embraced by the care that you have to offer when they see it demonstrated between you and you. So something to keep in mind. If you're feeling it, get out there and do it. But if you have all these things aligned and in place and you've at least thought about them and know the areas you might have to do a little extra work, then you are certainly on your way and able to get out there. And don't forget, the more people you meet, the more often you put yourself out there meeting new people, the more likely you are to meet a person with whom you actually connect with and can build something with. If this whole thing makes you a little nervous and you're like, oh, I don't even know how to talk to people anymore, it's been so long, make sure that you grab my free guide. There's a link to it in my comments, or not my comment, in my description box, and it teaches you everything you need to know about meeting people in the wild. Dating apps are easy. You click some buttons, swipe some things, and have a little quick back and forth and make some plans to meet for a drink. If you want to be able to do that in real life, feel confident in the real world that you can make a connection, then make sure that you grab that free guide. It just gets sent straight to your email inbox. So I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, please. And until next time, have a good one.